everybody. Today I'm going to talk about auto numbers which came out a couple of days ago, and the numbers for month of January were not so strong, but on a sequential basis, that is on the base of December, they looked quite handsome. But if you look at YOY basis, then we know that last year's January was a month of recovery, and that month was the first month when we saw a very strong decline in the COVID cases, and that led to strong numbers last year. But on a high base of last year, this January reported weak set of numbers, while on December, if you say, December is a seasonally weak month, and that's why the sequential growth was quite strong, and that strong growth was seen across the board. But if you look at sector wise, still two wheelers is the worst performing sector, and that is because of the cost of acquisition has gone up very significantly since the pandemic has started. About 25 to 30% kind of a cost hike has happened in line with various regulatory norms, safety norms, then the hike in the input prices. All these have led to that kind of a steep price hike, and that has led to a fall in demand in this sensitive sector within the auto industry. Then secondly, coming to passenger vehicles, the semiconductor issue has got resolved to a great extent, but still the pre-pandemic levels of production haven't yet reached, and that's why the companies are unable to cater to the increasing demand. Now the demand is still going strong, but if you see within that also, particularly companies like Tata Motors are performing much better than Maruti and Mahindra. Because Tata Motors has recently launched their SUV Punch, and their EV push is also very strong. Nexon, Tiago, Tigor, all are now coming in EVs, and EV is about 10 to 15% of their total PV volumes. So that is one of the things that Tata Motors is ahead of their competitors. Then coming to Maruti's performance, Maruti again, they fumbled in the lower segment, that is the Alto Wagoner segment, where the decline was close to about 30%, and that trend we have been observing since last couple of months, and that is one of the biggest segment for them. Then coming to Mahindra and Mahindra, the commercial vehicle segment performed very well, and the commercial vehicle was one of the brightest spot in the month of January, with Ashok Leyland as well as Tata Motors posting both month on month as well as YOY growth. And we know that the economy is improving and all the underlying parameters for commercial vehicle are in place. So that's the brightest spot within the auto industry that we have seen this month. And after that, Mahindra and Mahindra's other SUV performance was not that great, because the overall scarcity of the chips. But the tractors also, the Escorts as well as Mahindra and Mahindra have not been performing well because the delayed Kharif harvest. But now we think that the Rabi sowing has been really very good, and we are expecting a bumper Rabi harvest, and that's why the coming months, maybe like Feb, March, April, May, will be seeing a good pickup in the tractor sales. So nevertheless, now just about couple of months are left for FY22 to end, and we think that the best performing sector will be the commercial vehicles, with close to about 20 to 25% kind of a growth. Two wheelers may report negative lower single digit kind of a growth. Passenger vehicles are expected to clock about 8 to 10% growth, and tractors may be like lower single digit growth is expected from tractors. So the companies which we like are like Bajaj Auto, though the export performance as well as the domestic performance has motorcycle performance has not been that great, but still I think that that is one of the best performing sector companies within the two wheelers. Followed by Mahindra and Mahindra, Tata Motors, Ashok Leyland. And Maruti is also looking good, but they are delaying their EV thrust, and they are following more on the CNG side. Yeah, definitely CNG is performing really very well for them, and they are gaining good market share. But yes, from price valuation point of view, I think that Maruti is quite pricey at these levels. So be in stocks like Tata Motors, Mahindra and Mahindra, Ashok Leyland, Bajaj Auto. Thank you.